Kachi and Omotola, True Love, Story Part 2. The living room in Kachi's apartment is so tense. Kachi stands tall, with eyes locked on his mother. Mama Nene sits in her armchair, stiff, with a look of irritation and disbelief. Sunlight cuts across the room, highlighting the heavy atmosphere. Kachi inaudibly utters a word. "Mama, we need to talk. I don't like the way you're treating Omotola." Mama Nene speaks in a cold and dismissive voice. "How am I treating her?" Kachi voice sparks with anger. "You question her every action and speak to her like she doesn't belong here. Omotola has been kind, respectful, and loving. And you treat her like an enemy in my own house." Mama Nene's eyes flash with anger and disbelief. She rises, trembling slightly with fury. "You dare speak to me this way?" Kachi grunts, his voice steady and firm. "Yes, I will not stay silent while you hurt the woman I love. Omotola deserves respect, and if you cannot give it, then maybe you should leave." Mama Nene freezes, her pride clashing with shock. After a long pause, she stands up sharply, ready to disembark. "Fine, if that's what you think, I will leave. From today henceforth, I no longer have a son." She struts angrily inside the room, carries her small traveling bag, and storms out of the house, slamming the door behind her with a deafening thud. The house feels still. Kachi exhales slowly. He stands rooted to the floor, his chest rising and falling, anger still burning beneath his calm surface. Omotola watches him from across the room, her heart pounding. Then she steps forward, quietly but firm. Her eyes searches for him in disappointment. "Kachi, the way you spoke to your mother wasn't right." Kachi looks away, breathing harder now. Omotola places a hand on his arm gently. "I know your mother can be overbearing sometimes. I know she is against our relationship, but she's still your mother." Kachi whispers, almost to himself. "I'm tired, Omotola. I'm just tired of choosing." She lifts his chin, making him look at her. "Then don't choose. Love her. Love me. But don't tear both sides apart with your anger." His shoulders slump as the weight of her words sinks in. He sighs deeply, then nods slowly. Omotola leans closer, placing her forehead against his. 3 days passed. 3 long, heavy days. The atmosphere in the house feels different, like a quiet storm waiting to break. Kachi stares at his phone, hoping for a call from Mama Nene, but none comes. The weight of Mama's last words hangs over him like a stone. The next morning, he packs a small overnight bag and starts the long drive to the village. Red sand rises behind his car as he enters the narrow, dusty road that leads to Mama Nene's compound. The moment he steps out of the car, everything feels like the smell of firewood, the familiar sound of goats bleating nearby, and the quiet hum of village life. He walks towards the house. Mama Nene sits on a low stool in the front yard, slicing garden eggs into a stainless bowl. Kachi stops in front of her. She doesn't look up immediately. His voice comes out soft. "Mama." She keeps slicing the garden eggs, pretending she didn't hear. He kneels slowly on the sand beside her. "Mama, I came to see you." After a long moment, Mama Nene finally lifts her eyes. "I thought you had forgotten me." Kachi's chest tightens. I could never forget you. I just needed time to think, to calm down. Mama Nene looks away, blinking back tears. Kachi reaches for her hand, and I'm sorry. Truly, Mama, I shouldn't have spoken to you the way I did. I came here because I want us to fix this. Mama Nene's lips tremble. She drops the garden egg knife and sighs deeply. Kachi, my son, I missed you. Kachi pulls her into a gentle embrace. She melts into her son's arms. The village breeze rustles the mango leaves above them as mother and son reconcile in quiet, honest emotion. Kachi, still locked in his mother's arms, mutters a word. Loving Omotola doesn't reduce my love for you. It only expands the family you have always prayed for. A long silence fills the air. Wind rustles the leaves above them. Finally, Mama Nene disentangled herself from her son. Can you bring her tomorrow for a test? If she passes, I will accept her. Kachi's eyes soften with gratitude. No problem, Mama. Mama Nene sighs deeply, then adds, but you must promise me something. Do not ever speak to me again the way you did that day. It broke my heart. Kachi nods his head immediately. Never again, Mama. I promise. Mama Nene smiles, feeling a bit satisfied. Good. Now go inside and serve yourself. There's pounded yam and egusi in the kitchen. Later that evening, after Kachi finished eating his mother's well-prepared meal, he helps her sweep the compound. Then, he steps outside into the cool, quiet village night. The crickets sing, the air smells of firewood, and the moonlight covers everything in silver. He brings out his phone. For a moment, he hesitates. Before he dials Omotola number, she picks on the first ring. Omotola, feeling breathless and worried. Kachi, are you okay? How is Mama? Did she talk to you? What happened? Kachi smiles softly at the sound of her voice. Relax, Tola. I'm fine, and Mama is. He pauses, searching for the right word. She's better. Omotola exhales in relief. Thank God. I've been praying all day. Kachi leans backward on the old chair, rocking it back and forth. We talked, really talked, and she opened up to me. There's a moment of hopeful silence on Omotola's end. Omotola speaks softly. I'm happy, Kachi. Kachi takes a breath. Tola, Mama wants to see you. The other end of the line goes still, completely still. Omotola in a surprised voice. Me? Kachi pauses a little. Yes, she said she wants to see you herself here in the village. Omotola's heart thumps loudly in her chest. She looks around the bedroom as though searching for courage on the walls. Kachi, I don't know if she likes me. I don't know what she'll say. What if Kachi? Soft and reassuring. Tola, listen to me. I want you to come. I want you to see where I grew up. Meet her in a calmer space, without the shouting, without the heat of the city. Just talk. Omotola closes her eyes, lost in thought. She can feel his sincerity through the phone. She asked for you, Tola, with her own mouth. And you know, Mama, she doesn't ask twice unless she means it. A small, nervous laugh escapes Omotola. Kachi smiles softly. So, What do you say? There was a long bit of silence. Then Omotola inhales, steadying herself. No problem. I'll come. Kachi's heart warms instantly. Good. I'll come and pick you tomorrow morning. He ends the call, knowing quite well that tomorrow would change everything, either for peace or for another storm. The next afternoon, as the sun rises over the dusty village road, Kachi's car drives in. Children run barefoot in the neighborhood. Palm trees sway lightly, waving their hands in appreciation, and smoke curls from cooking fires. Omotola sits quietly beside him. She looked a bit different today. No long hair, nails, or makeup. She is dressed simply in warm-colored Ankara. Her hair scarf is tied neatly. Her hands are clasped together. She came fully prepared for her mother's in-law invitation. As they step out from the car, curious eyes begin to watch from every corner of the compound. Omotola moves forward to where Mama Nene sits, with her knees fixed on the sandy floor. Good morning, Mama. Mama Nene's expression changes slightly, feeling surprised. Good morning, my daughter, she responds. Mama Nene stands slowly, studying her carefully. Then she says, Stand up, my daughter. Come inside. Let's talk. Kachi exhales quietly as they walked into the house. Inside Mama Nene's hut is quiet, almost too quiet. Kachi sits stiffly. Beside him sits Omotola with her hands on her knees, trying not to fidget. Mama Nene carries a tray of ugu on her laps. Then she speaks. My son has brought many girls home before, but none of them knelt for me. Omotola lowers her eyes. Mama Nene clears her throat noisily, then utters a word. Respect is not bought. It comes from the heart. She turns to Kachi with a wry smile on her face. You chose a woman with not only beauty, but with sense. Then Kachi returns the smile. Mama Nene looks back at Omotola. My daughter, I don't know you, but I really like how you carry yourself. Omotola, almost in a whisper, Thank you, Mama. Mama Nene nods, then carries the leftover ugu in a tray. Omotola gracefully stands up to assist Mama. Mama, let me help you finish cutting the ugu. Omotola ties her scarf properly and helps her with the ugu. As Omotola and Mama Nene sit together cutting ugu, they begin smiling lightly at each other. Something fragile but beautiful has begun. And just like that, a door finally opens for them. A few months later, Kachi paid Omotola's bride price, and without wasting time, the traditional marriage was done. The day was so colorful and beautiful. For the first time in a long time, Kachi feels his mother's happiness. The next day, they went for their honeymoon in one of the biggest hotels in Lekki. Thank you so much, my loyal fams. I really appreciate you for sticking around to end of this story. I know you have learned 1 or 2 lessons from here. Please like, comment and subscribe to this channel for more interesting African stories. Bye!